Seeing his sister about to fall into danger, Jimmy urgently shouted to draw the zombie mother's attention. He tried to lure her away with an object, but just as the two entered the living room, the mother accidentally knocked over the TV cabinet. The next second, she died instantly beneath the table. Jimmy grieved over his mother for a few seconds, then dragged her body back into the bathroom because the most urgent task now was to escape. He quickly fetched a ladder to check the situation at the door, but outside, zombies had already surrounded the entrance. Then, seeing the cat eating, Jimmy had an idea. He placed the cat right in front of the main door and hid behind it with his sister. The next moment, he opened the door and escaped while the zombies were distracted by the cat. Soon, the two successfully made it outside. Unfortunately, the danger wasn't over yet. Zombies quickly spotted them. Jimmy had no choice but to carry his sister toward the supermarket, but the supermarket doors were locked. He quickly changed direction and ran toward the warehouse, only to find the warehouse doors locked too. Jimmy had no time to flee. Hordes of zombies were closing in on him. Just as Jimmy thought he was doomed, the door behind him suddenly swung open. A man pulled both of them inside. Jimmy and his sister narrowly escaped death. That night, Jimmy sat with the man, discussing the origin of the zombie virus. Just as their conversation reached a critical point, his sister seemed to notice something. Jimmy walked over, puzzled, to investigate. To his shock, a zombie was locked behind the glass door. John explained it was his daughter, infected in an accident. He'd called the government for help, but rescue never came, so they had to find the cure themselves. The next day they left the warehouse. Jimmy left his sister behind to search for the antidote, but soon after, she vanished. It turned out two assassins had taken her away. The assassins poured the virus onto the ground, tricking the girl into thinking it was candy. The next moment, the girl consumed the zombie virus. Just then, Jimmy arrived at the scene. The assassins immediately surrounded the siblings. One assassin covered the girl's mouth, then pulled out the zombie virus to feed it to Jimmy. Just as Jimmy was about to swallow the virus, the sister in his arms transformed into a zombie. She bit off the assassin's finger. Just as Jimmy tried to escape, he accidentally crushed the antidote the assassin had dropped. The girl inhaled a breath of the antidote, and the zombie virus vanished from her body. But the two assassins were doomed. Their supply of antidote was exhausted. Before they turned into zombies themselves, they had no choice but to eliminate each other.